morning, everyone. We're out here in the garden. I'm going to show you what's going on today. We're going to pick some blackberries. We're grabbing seeds from our garden. We let our leaf lettuce go to seed, so we're going to have lots of seeds that we're going to plant in the for the fall and winter garden. And give you a little tour about our squash and a few other things that are growing here. We made a lot of changes since last year as far as what we're growing and how we're growing. We're now not watering during any time except the morning. We're only watering in the morning, and that way we don't have we're trying to cut down on the powdery mildew, which we still ended up getting some, but we did treat, and it seemed to be okay. And so we've had a great berry season. We had our mulberry tree that we used. We picked that, and we're putting a lot of things in the freezer. We're growing a lot of beans this year, and sweet peas that we had earlier in the season. We froze a bunch of stuff like that. So it's not, just to let everybody know, it's not too late to get your winter garden started. Let's start going on a little tour here, and I'll show you what we got going on. So we've got our little herb section here on our side porch. So Michelle just comes outside and picks herbs. She doesn't have to go to the back of the garden. These plants actually overwintered. The squirrel has gotten into that one and completely destroyed it. But these plants right here, we overwintered, and the flowers came back, but the squirrels are getting into it. And this tree we've had for quite some time. In South America, they grow into great big giant trees, and here it's we got to cut it back because we put it in a pot and we bring it inside during the winter time. Over here we got our sweet potatoes, and this year we're growing acorn squash. So we got lots of acorn squash climbing up our greenhouse greenhouse frame. We're growing okra again. This thing produces daily, and I would highly recommend growing this if you want a constant supply of vegetables. We're growing some jalapenos. We're growing a nice tomato that is producing quite a bit. Here's our leaf lettuce gone to seed. I'll be picking that seed today, hopefully. Definitely going to get some of it off there. We got curly lettuce and Paris lettuce. Another good thing to grow is Vortex beans. These things you don't have to pick right away. You can let them grow like forever, and they don't get old. We've started some beets over here, maybe a little bit early, but they seem to be doing okay. So we're hoping that works out okay. We planted some beets. We've got bush beans here. So we got lots of bush beans that we pick daily. We eat some and freeze some. We've got, this is turnips. So we're gonna grow some turnips here. Of course, we have some chives. All right, let's see if we can get by this leaf lettuce here that's growing over. When we remove this, we'll plant something right over here. But yeah, this is going good. We have our pole bean, and put some flowers in here that actually they climb. They're not a morning glory. The seeds I got that I wanted something for cuttings, and it turned out to be this. It's a climbing flower, beautiful smell. We added this garden over here, and we're getting dill that are going to go to seed also. And she's got coriander, cilantro going to coriander over the front. We got eggplants and more jalapeno peppers. We also have a pepper plant in there that's super hot, ghost peppers, which is crazy. And then here's our I'm gonna have to back up so we can get this into the picture here. And here's our blackberries right here. So I seen a squirrel running across the fence today trying to get at all these blackberries, and I'm gonna start picking them right now. But yeah, so our pole beans are pretty high. I can't even reach that up there anymore. I'm gonna need a ladder. So we've gotten a few tomatoes off of this thing already, which is nice. Yeah, this is actually dropping seeds, so I gotta get on that right away. We've got, I don't know, about 10 acorn squash up. There's, in that little pail, we've actually got 4 squash plants. So that's quite a bit. They're still having flowers and producing. And our strawberries, I still had these for years, and we just feed the squirrels with these. Got our, this is done. So we'll pick all those today too. And we've had some eggplants, and they're pretty nice also. Back some trees so we can have our cut back some trees so we can have our grapes growing. I'm hoping we can maybe next year get some grapes. It was really shaded, so we had a bit of a slow start over here. Originally I tried picking them one by one, and then I said, forget this. So I grabbed the bag and started whacking them in the bag and smacking them around, and looked inside and said, gee, that works. So if they're ready to come off the plant, they'll fall in the bag. If they still need more time, then they'll stay on the plant. So I find this method works the best. Let's go pick some blackberries. Now we just picked yesterday. The cardinals wanting to get in this on some of this. Let's see if I can pick this with one hand. Oop, that one just fell off. And we are losing some. They're just dropping off. They are so ripe. But we're going to take these and we're going to freeze them for the winter. We use them for our shakes. And we haven't just started, so yep, there's a lot on here. I gotta get busy. So let's see what we got on this side. No shortage of blackberries. I gotta start picking the outside now. And we got some potatoes growing on out here. Okay, this year we put the plastic netting. Last year we had a cloth netting. We put it on early, and what happened was the vines grew all through, or the plant grew all through the netting. So this year we put it on late, as soon as we started seeing berries. And with the plastic, it doesn't seem to get tangled up. It doesn't seem to grow through that as easy. So I think I bought the other one off of Amazon, the cloth one. Good for fruit trees, but for BlackBerry Bush that grows like crazy, I'd go with this plastic at the Dollarama. Or a plastic, you can get it probably anywhere. But this one seems to work really good. And let's see what we got for a haul. I got a couple, I see I picked a couple of not ripe ones, but for the most part they're all ripe. It's the last few at the bottom. I guess I was just picking the pick. So yep, that's what we got today. Now we're gonna take these, we're gonna throw them in the freezer and freeze them and then bag them up, and then we use them for our shakes over the winter. Okay, bye for now.